Alright, welcome to Pissing in a Cup, episode 4. Long time in the making. Let's just start it off. We got DC Bake.
What's up, guys?
Gayest fucking name around.
That's it, DC
and we got,
Bakelicious.
And we got
it's not DC Bake, it's DC Bakelicious.
It makes it even worse. It makes it even worse. We got yours truly, Stem, of course, and then we got, what was your name?
Casper the Hippie.
Casper the Hippie.
Yeah.
A new intake. He's a cool dude. He plays the guitar. I think we should start it off with one of his originals. Do you care to share it?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
All right.
What's it called?
People call it the drug song. I call it just another day of my life, but you can call it whatever you like. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
I will just hear you like a little song about like who I am, what I am, the things I do, the things I have done, the drugs I will do. Probably on right now. So anyway, let's get started. Hi. Cocaine, ketamine, some marijuana, growing green, a triple stack, cover smack, and some methamphetamine, oxycontin, Vicodin, Valium, Colada, some PCP, and heroin. I'm drinking on that Jack and Jill. That gym, that's probably while I'm in a halfway house now. Hi, so now that the drinks have been drunk and now the drugs I've done, well, that was just breakfast, so what's for lunch? Fill a bowl of beer and some Captain Crunch, and then to get drunk and butt fuck some bitch from the front that found over fucking later tonight. Cause it ain't a one night stand when you fuck the same girl twice. Nah, it's just another day in my life, just twiddling my thumbs and a killing time. Yeah, you'll see me around, but idle hands are the devil's playground. Out pissing on the public, disguised at McLovin, while I'm shitting in showers or pissing in ovens, and starring in stockage randomized chaos under my society, just to stand at the top, just to creep a sneak peek, just to see what y'all eating. So if I get the chance, I could piss in your Wheaties. Head on back, I'll make a gangster rap and talk about the money, women, and cars I have, the gold chains and diamond rings, yep, all that shit. And then I'll grab on my dick and say how big it is. Ah, fiddlesticks, I was really fibs and gibberish. I really have a little dick, AIDS and syphilis. And if you split my dividends, there really be no difference. Cause zero divided by zero, well, still the zero, isn't it? And I'm so damn broke that I ain't even laughing. Sleep on the floor cause I ain't got a mattress. How could this happen? A few of fury as I take to the streets and say, what's up, NC? Uh-oh. It's just another day in my life, just twiddling my thumbs and a killing time. Yeah, you'll see me around, but idle hands are the devil's playground. Idle hands are the devil's playground.
Perfect.
That was
It's amazing.
Beautiful.
It's amazing.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's amazing.
I'll be here all month.
My favorite part is the pissing in your Wheaties.
Yeah, that's been a specialty of mine, especially in active addiction. I ate a lot of people's lunch and pissed in a lot of folks' Wheaties.
Okay.
That's the only way to do it as far as I'm concerned. You know, when you're drunk, pissing in the sock drawer, you know, that's amazing.
Yeah.
My favorite story that I have is I like to piss on things whenever I get drunk.
Yeah, that's where I was just about to take the conversation.
And there's this one time I was at a party, and there was this dude laying in the bathtub, and I just walked in, I just fucking piss all over him.
Wow.
And he was blackout, so he didn't wake up at first, but he woke up the next morning and he was fucking pissed.
Yeah, you're a maniac.
Yeah.
He didn't know it was me, but
Are you saying you weren't pissing in a cup?
I wasn't pissing on a cup at that time.
You were pissing. You weren't pissing in a cup.
That's really just a big cup if you think about it.
Yeah, a tub's just a big cup.
I mean, toilet's a big cup. You know, we all piss in cups, guys. I mean, that's really what the ultimate thing is. Exactly.
I just piss in the cup.
Guys,
all three of us just pissed in the cup this morning.
Yeah, guys, we always have our weekly urine test today, and
Yeah.
You know, we just piss in cups, and it's one of our favorite things. Like, my rehab taught me how to pee in cups. Like, that's the reason why I really went to rehab, so I could pee in cups in front of people.
Rehab actually taught me that ketamine brownies don't show up on urine test, and I'm thankful for that.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
you know, the part in that song about pissing in ovens actually comes from experience, as does a lot of things in that song, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, I got real drunk, like my friend here, and I ended up peeing in an oven, but I didn't mean to. I must have thought it was a toilet. And my friend Chris comes in. You know, it was in his house, and he hears a ruckus in the kitchen. There's other people awake watching this. And he has this real nasally country accent. He goes, "Nadovsky, what are you doing? You're pissing in my oven." Wakes me out of my drunken slumber. I turn around as I'm still peeing into this man's oven, look him straight in the face, and I meant every word I said. I said, "Dude, no, I'm not. What are you talking about?" As I'm pissing in his oven. You know,
We've all been that drunk.
unfortunately.
I mean, I stopped myself from doing it a couple times. You know, it's like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, like, what am I trying to pee in this fucking sock drawer? Like, I just had to go.
You know, and if that's where you're hiding your drugs, like most folks, that's going to be a bad idea.
You wake up the next morning, your drugs are
fuck
soaked in
that.
urine.
That would have been a horrible situation. Been like, fuck.
And of course, because you're an addict, you still try and do them.
Dude, I was so dumb. I didn't hide my shit. Like, I put it on the dresser, and then I just put a card underneath it, and my mom could go in there and check out. And, like, she would get angry, like, "What is that over there?" And I'd be like, you know, fucking whatever you think. I would just be like, "Yeah, it's just Coke." You know,
It's just some coke.
just some cocaine, not the heroin. It's like, "What's the blue stuff?" I don't know either. You know, tell me what it is. I don't know. Like fentanyl.
You tell me.
You tell me. What is it? It's just.
I had the perfect hiding spaces. I just took a piece of duct tape, and I would put it in the middle of the piece of duct tape, and I would just put it under my desk.
Genius.
They never looked there.
Genius.
They're never gonna look under the desk.
Genius.
Yeah. Or they found this one, but I would take my mattress and the side that's up against the wall, I would take a knife and I would slit it, and I would just tuck it in right there.
Bold move, Cotton.
Yeah. And then the sheet covers it. And like it worked for like a few months, and then I moved my bed around, and then the slit was facing outwards. I completely forgot. I found like oxys on oxys.
Well, you're
'cause
supposed
I just
to flip
forgot.
it. You're supposed to flip it once a year, right? Once every 6 months. So you were being a good mattress owner, but little did you know, you exposed your
Yeah, I
your
exposed
stash spot.
myself.
Yeah.
My mom was
And not that
changing
good.
my sheets,
Yeah.
and she found it, and she was like, "What the fuck is this?" There was like a bowl in there. There was some weed. There was some oxys. Yeah, it was no fun. But I mean, hey, it worked. They never found the tape thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, what I want to know, like, I really am interested in, like, who here has, like, watched King of the Hill?
I have.
King of the Hill, dude. Me and my dad, we would always watch it when we were younger, and my mom, too. And, like, dude, King of the Hill, when we were young, that shit was amazing. Like, that would come on and be like, ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Casey, can you do the intro to
yeah.
King of the
It's
Hill?
And you know, then
Yeah, and then it goes on.
So on and so forth.
So
yeah,
on and
so
so
on
forth.
and so forth. Yeah, Hank Hill. I'm actually sitting next to a propane grill right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Hank would be proud of all of us.
He would be.
He would be like, "I sell propane and propane accessories."
Yeah, like, I sell nothing but clean, burning propane. You know, one of my favorite Hank Hill moments, it's not even off the show, there's this YouTube video called Hank Hill Calls the Home Depot. And they have a soundboard of Hank Hill, and they call the Home Depot, and this poor lady has a 7-minute conversation with a soundboard of Hank Hill. Some people don't find it too funny. I find it fucking hilarious. And
It sounds pretty fucking funny.
it's pretty fucking funny. And so, of course, one of the recordings is like, "All I want is a damn hammer. Do you know what a hammer is?" And she's like, "Sir, we have 16 ounce." And then he like cuts her off. I'm looking for a tap and die and some WD-40. You know, and it just goes on, and then she's like, all right, well, sir, I'm gonna need your name. What's your first name? And he's like, Bobby. And then she's like, and your last name? He's like, Carlos?
Bobby Carlos.
Yeah, Bobby Carlos. And then she's like, and your address? And he's like, Strickland Propane. You know what I mean? It's great.
Strickland Propane.
Yeah.
I never watched. Was it King of the Hill?
King of the Hill.
It's
I never
amazing.
watched it.
Dale Gribble.
Yeah, the paranoid
Dale was
gun
amazing.
enthusiast.
I was always a Family Guy kid.
Yeah.
We all know Dale Gribble. And we all know a Family
Yeah.
Guy person as well.
Yeah. Peter.
Yeah.
Peter.
I've been told that I have a Peter Griffin laugh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Chicken Fucker.
Chicken fucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken fucker.
Who's Chicken Fucker?
Mr. D.
Mr. D. Mr. Pissed Guy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's known as Chicken Fucker. That's his acronym
Chicken
now.
Fucker.
Yeah. Oh, that's his acronym now.
His acronym?
Yeah, like that's him.
Do you know what an
AKA
acronym is?
No, I don't.
No, that's
I
not.
really
Yeah,
don't.
it's actually not correct.
What is an acronym? It's like a synonym.
No,
Chicken
it's
Fucker.
like a nickname.
Nickname?
No, an acronym is like NASCAR.
No. An acronym is like LOL. That's an acronym.
Yeah.
Laughing out
That's
loud.
definitely not a nickname, though.
No, I was telling him that,
Oh.
that Chicken Fucker is a
Oh,
nickname.
okay, all right.
Because he was like, it's like a synonym.
All right.
Like, no, it's not a synonym. It's a nickname.
I don't know what it is because I won't talk to Reek good when I was younger, and my mom said, "You ain't gotta go to school." And I ain't go to school.
I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is.
I know how to love, and I learned what I needed to learn in life. I mean, you know, they told me to do whatever you wanted to do, but I was like, I want to do drugs, so I did that.
Yeah, I wanted to be an astronaut, and they're like, yeah, good luck. You probably can't do that either. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to do drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's
No,
the
like-
easiest thing.
I feel like a lot of this shit is like us just like not being able to meet expectations, you know? It's like I'm just going to get high. you
Oh,
know?
yeah. You know what they say about expectations?
Future disappointments.
Yeah, they lead to goals, and who needs goals anyway?
Exactly,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Fuck
goals
a
are
goal.
just disappointments.
Fuck a long-term goal, man. Just for today. I'm gonna live in today.
Just for today.
Well, like, I mean, obviously you gotta have goals and shit, but like, fuck it, dude. I mean, you know, I'm applying for this job, this service industry job, at like one of the busiest places in Asheville, one of the busiest coffee shop locations, and
Are you talking about Starbucks?
I'm talking about Starbucks, but I didn't want to use that terminology because I didn't want someone to show up there and fucking, you know.
How many Starbucks are there in Asheville?
A lot, but he can go to different ones.
And who do you think really actually cares to meet?
I hope no one.
Your name is DC Bakelicious.
It's DC Bakelicious.
Did you ever find my half gram in there, or what?
Oh, yeah,
Did you
dude.
pocket that,
Yeah,
or
dude,
what?
I
What
got
the
it.
fuck's going on here?
I got it, bro. Like, I took it. I saw it in there. It was like 3 days before the drug test, you know.
yeah,
you know
and
what I
you just went for it.
I did, dude. I was like, holy shit. I ain't done nothing in a while. And then I overdosed. But they brought me back to life, so it's
See,
cool. I had some Narcan.
Well, overdosing in Starbucks is overrated. Take it from a guy who OD'd in KFC. The bathroom with his pants down. And mind you, I have a tattoo on my ass that says "Live It Up." So if that's not the definition of irony, I don't know what is. Pulling a guy out from underneath the stall of a bathroom in KFC with his pants down who just overdosed with a tattoo on his ass that says "Live It Up."
He lived it up, man.
You definitely lived it up.
Yeah. But once I get this job, like, hopefully I'll get the job. I was just thinking, like,
You mad pussy.
yeah, mad pussy, and also you just focus on the person in line, like you don't do, you know, you don't worry about the next shit or whatever.
Just for today.
Just
Just
for today, focus
one day at a time.
on one step at a time.
You gotta
that's
be
it.
careful with that, though. I was watching Strange Evidence yesterday, and they showed a video of these turkeys walking around in a circle, and they were like circling this dead cat, and they're like, "Is this like a satanic seance?" And the prognosis was that the turkeys were just focusing on the turkey in front of them and not looking around, So they're so fucking stupid, they just end up walking in a circle and just happen to be around a dead cat.
I didn't see the end of that episode.
That's what happened. So, I mean, if you're focusing on the next person in line, you may fuck around and end up doing a satanic seance. So, be careful.
Watch out.
That's some major alliteration, especially if you're going to do it in Starbucks. Starbucks satanic seance.
Dude, I mean, let's be honest. The conspiracies are abound. The Illuminati. You know what I'm saying?
I don't necessarily believe that neither one of you are in the Illuminati.
I mean, to be honest, we are. And we're not even here. We're all simulations in your mind.
Good, I'm a clone. Joke's on you.
I come from the middle of the earth.
Wake up.
Is that
Wake up, guys.
middle of the earth? That's where Lord of the Rings is filmed. So,
you know what? I'll be honest with you. You know, when I was 2 years old, my parents told me I was a vampire.
That explains so fucking
this shit
much.
just got really heavy.
Not that you're actually a vampire, but it
They
explains a
told me
lot
that,
that
yeah.
they told you that
I was
you're
like,
a
what
vampire.
the fuck do you mean? They're like, dude, we suck blood and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not normal. So that started my killing spree of multiple victims.
Yo, I've
feeding my
always
bloodlust.
wanted to be a vampire.
Yeah.
That should be lit.
Wait,
It would suck. It'd be like the ultimate
No,
addict.
now I'm on to you. That's why you were sucking on my neck last night.
That's it.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to make a sexual advance. Little did I know you were just a vampire.
I'm just a
Yeah.
vampire. Dude.
Thank
Like,
God.
you know, that's it. And
You know,
I mean, I didn't transfer.
I was gonna let it
any-
slide too.
Dude.
You know,
He was kind of into it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'll be honest with you.
not a halfie. You know, I was about a 40%er.
Just a little boy.
You
you're
know,
like,
I got
dude,
high expectations too.
Hey,
We you know talked about expectations.
I know.
They lead to halfies apparently.
The halfies, and they're also something that, you know, I sleep in a coffin, and they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, dude, do what you want to do.
But hold on, is it like mahogany? Do you have padding? I mean, what kind of coffin are we? Does it have hinges? Like, figuratively, have you had the last nail in your coffin, or do you like push up the nails, or is there screws? Like, you have to elaborate now.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here,
There's
man?
a handle on the inside. It's plush. You know what I mean?
But
Why is there a handle
no,
on the inside?
No, it needs to be glow in the dark though, so you can find in the dark, so you can pop it open. Because vampires can't see in the dark.
That is something.
No, but don't they have like? Because aren't they like half bat?
Well, they have echolocation, but I mean, come on. Let's be
That's
real
why
here.
you make those noises in the middle of the night. You know, he used to room with me, and I was laying in bed, and I just hear, oh.
That's it, dude.
Oh, that's what's good.
It was
So-
echolocation.
No. That's right. You're making echolocation whenever I see the blankets like going up and down rapidly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
dude.
hear that
It's like
strange
a-
noise.
yeah, it's like-
You were just making echolocation
That's
sounds
exactly-
with your hand.
dude,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
it.
That makes sense.
Okay.
You know you've been
Dude.
echolocating a lot lately
I
in some
have.
strange places.
I have, dude.
In broad daylight, nonetheless.
I know, like.
Yeah, don't. Like, you're just overusing it.
Yeah, I saw you echolocating up by the highway holding a sign yesterday that says, you know, honk if you're horny.
Honk if you're horny, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
yeah. That's me, dude. Like, I'm just on the street corner, just like with signs like, down to fuck. Like, that's my sign, dude.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
you're not
care.
even inconspicuous. It doesn't
No.
even say DTF. It
No,
says
dude,
down
it's
to fuck.
Just that's it, dude. Like, I traded one drug for another. Sex is now my drug.
You haven't been using that often.
I haven't been using it.
Have you told the folks at your podcast that you're a man whore yet? Or did I just spill the beans?
You just opened that can of beans.
I
It's a-
really didn't want to say anything, but you know,
the cat's out of the bag.
The cat's out of the bag. Yeah, you know,
Jesus
guys.
Christ.
From the ages of 1 to 28, I was, you know, just having sex all the time and every day. I mean, you know,
I can't blame you.
I seduce people with my vampire gaze.
Mm.
I mean, I so many.
I feel
so many.
seduced right now. Just looking
I'll
at
be
you.
honest with you, like.
You gotta stop. I'm
It's-
working on
it's
a 30%.
already happened,
Yeah.
but like I bet I'm Jedi mind tricked you, so like you think it didn't, but it did. When I was sucking on your neck in there,
That was just the
Nothing
end.
yeah, that was just.
That's
like,
all that you
wow,
remember.
yeah.
You know, that explains the large amount of lubrication dripping down the back of my legs.
That's
you
it,
know.
dude. That's
I
it.
was so confused.
Vampires create their own lubrication, in case you guys didn't know.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Can you explain like the sign? Is it subcutaneous? Is it?
Where's
is
it come from?
Is it sublingual?
As far as I know, right, I think it comes from your mouth. You know, like when you're getting ready to bite on someone's neck, and you just like.
Well,
Spit
you
right
gotta
down
have
there,
lube
man.
on your things if you're
Yeah.
if you're gonna bite somebody.
Exactly, dude. You don't want to go in dry.
You know,
You know,
if
like,
you're gonna
fuck
fuck
that.
me, you know, might as well lube up.
Exactly.
You're already beautiful, so I'm not too mad at it.
That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like that vampires get a bad rap, but dude, I'm convinced our house manager's a vampire. Like, he's not a vampire. Not stupid, but like at the same time, dude,
he very well could be.
I'm like, you're from Louisiana. You ever seen his hair and shit? It goes back and stuff.
I made fun of his haircut the other day. I was getting a haircut, and I had rather long hair. Not too long, but, pretty long on top. And they did a one on the sides first. And so it looked like I had a bowl cut. And at that very moment, I looked back at our house manager and I said, hey, I look like you. I got a haircut like you. And I believe the answer I received was somewhere along the lines of an Irish accented, fuck you. Can you provide us with one of those?
Let's see.
How do you sound?
I don't know. Irish. Fuck you. That's Scottish.
Peter, your asshole's not the playground.
Peter.
You fucking piece of shit. Yeah, that's what he does. He calls us pieces of shit all the time. He beats us and stuff. I mean, I've been beaten multiple times, but I was told that's what you do at a halfway house.
I heard that he was upset with you because you kept echolocating in front of him.
Dude, I tried to tell him that it's just part of a vampire. I was testing his ass to see if he was a vampire.
You identify as one.
Yeah, I identify as a vampire.
So I guess he's not a vampire, because he would have known exactly what you're doing.
Or maybe he's just fucking with me and he is a vampire.
You're on punked.
That's it, dude. I'm punked.
Where's Ashton?
I did hear a rumble down the stairs. I think he's hiding out down there.
Yeah.
Ashton.
Yeah, it's all right. He's a little shy.
Like, it's too early in the morning for that shit.
It is early in the morning. Every time I hear that expression, I think of What I Got by Sublime. Rise into the streets, light me up a cigarette, and I will strap shoes on my feet. Oh, there's Ashton.
Ashton.
He's roaming around.
He's like, what the fuck? Ashton Kutcher from Punk'd.
Oh,
Where's Ashton?
His shoes aren't tied. He's gonna. That's really dangerous.
He's a little Italian man.
I'm getting a little nervous just watching him.
He's gonna fall.
He might.
That's Sergeant Dan, Deputy Dan.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
What, I don't know what he. Yeah, dude, he's definitely like the sergeant. I would call him that. What's it called? Lieutenant Dan? Yeah, I call him Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, who?
Yeah, fucking Dom.
Why?
Because he's just like, he wants to be in the military and shit. And, and by the way, no one knows who that is. Gears of War 4. Dom from Gears of War 4. Gears of War. That's him.
Personal anonymity is our biggest. How's it go?
Our biggest thing.
Yeah,
I could say I was here, but I can't say you
exactly.
were here.
You know what I wish they said? It would be so
fucking
satisfying if they said, I can say that I was here, but you can't say that about me. That's how I wish they said it.
Yeah.
But instead, they go onto a different tangent. They're like, I can say that I was here, but you can't say that you saw me here.
Yeah,
I wish that
it's a little bit of a mind. It's almost a double negative.
Yeah, it's like
it might be
not
positive.
satisfying.
Maybe they don't want that at all. That reminds me of a saying.
Because you never know people's lives and shit. Because the stigma. This whole thing was introduced because of the fact that.
Oh no, I believe in
anonymity. Yeah, but there's so many motherfuckers that are addicts and junkies now. It's more acceptable. And
it's like a fucking fashion trend.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, try on this week's a junkie apparel.
Damn, is that Gucci track marks you got?
Those track marks. How many times have you overdosed?
Oh, that meeting last night. So this meeting turns into a pissing match about overdoses. I think it started after my share, and I was like, I should be coming up on a year, but instead I'm coming off a relapse. I really fucked my life up. I lost everything except for my car and my life, and I almost lost my life as my short run ended with an overdose. But I was able to be brought back. Blah blah blah. I made it constructive, and then after that, the next guy's like, "Well, I had 11 overdoses." I'm just like, "Oh." This man,
guy.
Yo, this guy, he's got a big dick and he's bad news, Yeah.
Yeah, I got a fucking 11 overdoses. I only have
fucking
one.
Mr. Cock of the block.
I only have one.
That's it, dude.
Unless you consider almost dying of alcohol poisoning an overdose.
I mean, if it's an overdose, what is the definition of an overdose?
I overdosed myself on
whenever
alcohol.
you get too high, it's
And
overdose.
anything is, yeah. I mean, by textbook definition, I'm sure we all have hundreds.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Like,
You know what I mean?
you take
Well, if
enough
you're
hits-
taking it by the words, an overdose.
Yeah.
You're just taking too many.
I've looked up opiate overdose before, and it's like slowed respiration, nausea, like tiredness. And I'm like,
Bitch,
yeah,
I'm overdosing right now.
like,
Yeah.
I think every junkie lives probably in a state of OD
Yeah,
or WDs,
yeah.
withdrawals.
Oh, withdrawals.
These crows are not happy above us.
They're not, dude.
You know, have you ever been shit on by a bird?
I've come close. Oh yeah, I was shit on by a bird. Dude, I was like getting a fucking went out to this country ass fucking mechanic and I got a dude, it's vampire shit. Damn satanic rituals and all this shit. You talk about it, look, you can see two doves fucking up there. That's devil shit right there.
Satanic.
So satanic shit going on. I don't know what's up. I think so. I think this house is haunted.
Yeah,
think
you
it's
ever seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou? I feel like we could be those three folks.
Yeah.
What you just said reminded me of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Where
when
are
he
we
thinks
going?
his buddy got turned into a frog or whatever, Everett or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then he carries
Yeah.
that frog around forever, and
Then he dies. But yeah, dude, like, those fucking birds. Goddamn, Colin. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, we're outside right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we just,
It's too nice out not to be.
yeah, yeah. Dude, what's your best ghost story since we're getting close to Halloween?
wow. You know, personally, I don't have any. Well, actually, no. I take that back. I've heard some pretty good ghost stories from like reliable sources, but I have one supernatural experience myself where I wasn't like up for days and days and like actually, you know, clear-headed and experienced something. I was at my parents' house, and they live in the middle of the Shawnee National Forest. So there's like no one around for, you know, like miles. And I've lived there my whole life. And so I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and I'm out there with my dog. And I'm glad I was, because I probably would have thought it was nuts had I not been. And I hear this like, this harmonious choir of like, sound like primarily of like men or individuals singing like this very strange, like almost sound like like what you would imagine being Native American, kind of this harmonious humming or something, and it just bellowed over the hill and just filled the air, and there's nothing in that direction for miles and miles and miles, and it lasted for like 10 seconds, and I'm glad I was out there with my dog, so my dog's head just whips around. It's like, what the fuck is this? So I probably would have thought it was nuts.
Yeah.
And we have Indian sites very close by, and it came right from there. We have like shelter caves, and that's where they would stay, and so that freaked me out pretty good. And I've really never experienced anything before or after that of that nature.
Damn.
Yeah,
I would piss myself.
yeah,
It was terrifying. It sounded like it was right in front of me, but you could hear it like bellowing up and over the hill and just filling the night air. It was very strange, very weird.
that is odd. I know from, I've seen I've experienced weird stuff, like weird feelings, like just weird shit, like feeling like there's someone in the room with you, and, like just knowing someone's there, like someone's mean dogging you and shit. But old Peter's got one. He's got a great thing. He's got he overdosed a shitload. Go Peter, yeah. And he's got this one afterlife story where he's like fucking floating or some shit.
Yeah, he had a completely out of body experience whenever he OD'd once. He saw his body.
That's crazy. Anything else happened that you know of? Just that.
See,
They Narcaned him and he like got sucked back in.
I have a pretty good UFO story.
Okay.
Since we're kind of getting into the
Supernatural.
it's supernatural.
Paranormal.
Yeah, a bit paranormal. And I didn't experience it, but my dad did. Of course, I believe my dad. He's a reliable guy. And now, first off, like my view, it would be a statistical improbability for there not to be other life in this universe. And
Yeah.
the thing is that the universe is 14.7 billion years old or whatever. And so, I mean, there could literally be a civilization billions of years older than ours. I mean, think about our technology in 100, 1,000 years. It's impossible to even imagine a million years, let alone a billion years in the future. So, I mean, I think it's, I mean, I don't see any way there couldn't be. But anyway, like, when my dad was a kid, he was with my grandpa, and they were driving through the cornfields of Wisconsin. And my grandpa always carried a Polaroid camera with him. He did some photography, and it was the one day he didn't have it with him. And out of nowhere, this craft appears in front of him, about 100 yards in front of them, and it's about 100 yards long. So it's like, it's perpendicular to him. And it's this big gray, my dad said, like cigar-shaped craft that just hovered in front of him, appeared, made zero noise, nothing. And they stared at it for like an extended amount of time. Like it was there for like minutes. It wasn't like a brief glance. And then they said that just barely saw the slightest motion and then it was gone. And then they drove like a few miles further down the road and then it reappeared in front of the truck again. And same deal, no sound, made a brief like little shake or like slightest movement and then it was gone.
It's like it's teleporting.
Pretty much, like you could see it like budge an inch and then it was either moved so fast that you couldn't see it or has like an ability to like wrinkle time, has an ability to teleport, something.
Yeah, because
far,
I feel
far
like
beyond our technology.
I feel like if it were teleporting, there would be a second of the mechanics working to make it teleport, and that's
Yeah.
where the shake would come from.
Yeah, like a very like blink of the eye movement and then just gone and zero noise. So I mean, obviously this thing's not a gas-powered engine,
Yeah.
or it's not on rocket fuel, or you know, it's a technology far in the future from ours, and yeah.
Yeah, like I always wanted to know, like, how would you react? Like, how would the world react if all of a sudden you just look up one day, you're at the gym, you know, and just like this big alien craft comes down?
It's like Independence Day.
Yeah.
I personally would not be surprised.
I would call Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Will, what the fuck?
I'll
I'm
tell-
on it.
He'd know what to do.
Yeah.
He always knows what to do.
He does, dude.
He's a legend.
He'll be going out there and shit.
I am
yeah,
Legend.
but like,
That's what I.
the question
yeah.
is like,
That's
there's
a
all
good
these
movie.
different paradoxes, Fermi paradox, like the Great Filter, all this shit. Like, what exactly? Why would they study us? I mean, I guess they would study us, you know, but like, you know, like if they didn't want us to know that they were there, we wouldn't know that they were there.
What would we do?
Well, I mean, here's the thing: we assume that these things are thinking like us. That's the thing. The way we think, the way we are, shit like that.
We're very simple-minded.
But we're also like a different species. Like even if we look within our own animal kingdom, we can see that there is a difference. We can see that there is like different levels of thinking. You know, shit does not necessarily think like us. I mean, dolphins are different. Like, and bats are different. You know, like some creatures live solitary existence. You know, like we have no frame of reference for what these beings
The
are.
way that I think about it is if aliens came here that have already met other extraterrestrial beings, they're not gonna fucking care.
It's a dog just roaming about.
Fucking Danny. I think someone let him out. Whatever, let him go. No. Let him go. Bye, Danny, you piece of shit.
We've got this old dog with two. It's got two nut sacks. First off, one, he's actually covered in tumors. It's pretty sad, but like one of them dangles from like its asshole, and it looks like a second nut sack.
Yeah, dude. I was wondering when you were talking about two nutsacks. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Like, I mean, he's a smart dog. I think he's a good natured dog. The dog has never been shit trained or anything. It's never been, you know.
We just see our friend here pursuing this old ass dog with his boot on.
Hey, Danny, you know Danny's out? Yeah. Nick's chasing him.
It's like the fucking Fox and the Hound, or like where the red fern grows or something.
Yeah, that was
Chasing
a
after
great
that.
movie.
The Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound.
You know, that's a classic Disney movie.
It is, dude. Disney's back. It used to be good. I mean,
The
it still
hound's
is,
name's
but
Copper, right? Copper,
Copper,
I
yeah.
believe. And I don't know the fox's name. I don't know if it has a name.
Thumper.
Thumper?
Thumper is the. No, that's not. Thumper is the guy that's fucking rabbit. I don't know what the fox's name is.
Might just be Fox.
Could be Fox. Yeah. Fox in the house. Oh, look, he's got him. He's picking him up. Oh, poor Danny. Yeah, because, dude, he just lays down. He doesn't want to get up. God damn, dude. That's why I was saying, like, this dog was separated from his sister.
He'd been fucking for years.
He's been fucking his sister for years, and, like...
Haven't we all, though?
You know.
You know, I get it.
Yeah, and it's, like, at the same time, like, I feel bad for him because, like... You know, if I didn't have my friend that I was with for years, I would be upset too. And like, he's a very social animal. You know, like, it's funny. Like, anytime they got a dog in there, this guy used to bring his female dog over here.
What a bitch.
Well, she was a bitch, dude. Because Danny would lay into her, bro. Like, it was just like, she was like, arr, 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 arr.
Lay into her, how so?
He would have coitus with her. He would
Quidditch?
He would engage in procreation.
Fornication.
And you know, he was just getting at it.
He was in cahoots and canoodling with the dog.
He was canoodling with this dog that was young.
Ooh, that could be a remix to The Fox and the Hound is Canoots and Canoodle.
Canoots and Canoodle.
There we go.
Cahoots and Canoodle.
This is like a 1-year-old dog. Yeah, this is a 1-year-old dog. Like,
oh yeah, she's far past her prime.
No, she's young.
Oh yeah.
And Danny's kind of, you know, he's old too, so you know, I don't know about the ethics of this. I don't know whether or not I agree with his, you know, honestly, this.
He's not working. He's not working an honest program.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not. See, Danny.
He's not spiritual.
I feel like he's. If he would get into some recovery, I feel like he'd be a little bit better. You know, like
he needs to go to SA.
He needs to go to SA.
For sure.
Sex Anonymous. You know, because it's not getting him what he wants. Like, he wants to come inside the house all the time. He needs to be comfortable being in his own skin. I don't think Danny is, you know? But I don't think we can't explain that to him. Like, you got to understand that, like, only you can decide when you get better. And only you can decide if you want to prevent forest fires, you know? And, like, Danny is one of those dogs, you know, like, he's old, and I think he's just going to die like that. I don't think...
Yeah, he is going to die old. That is true.
He's going to die old, but I think he's going to die... he's going to die in active addiction, you know? I think so. I don't know, he's sober, but he's not in recovery. You know what I mean?
Is he really sober then?
I don't think so.
No, he was just on some pain pills.
That's right. You gotta hide the gabapentin, not only from Danny, but from the rest of us.
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
Did you hear the gabapentin just got scheduled?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it is a scheduled substance now.
Really?
Yes, this is true. It happened right before I went into detox, and the rehab I was going to after detox was like, yeah, bring it in, and I brought it with me to detox, and they were gonna throw away a 1-month prescription of gabapentin that I just paid for the day before. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, they ended up letting me take it, but they informed me that it had just been scheduled, and that is indeed true.
Huh.
I would assume it's of the lowest schedule or the highest number, which I don't know if it's 4 or 6 or what.
Yeah.
If you get high on gabapentin, you're retarded. Like, that is just stupid shit. Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah, if you're gonna get high on something like gabapentin, go to Lyrica.
How do you get high on it, bro?
Go get you some Lyrica. Go get some pregabalin. You know, like a good addict really would.
Some loperamide.
Yeah, some Imodium.
A shitload of Imodium, because you're gonna need it. You know.
Yeah. Have you heard about people getting high on Imodium?
Yes.
Have you looked into that?
We have a guy in the house who relapsed on Imodium. Mr. O. We're gonna call him Mr. O.
Mr. J.O.?
Mr. J.O. And that's all we're gonna say about him as far as
he looks like the type to suck down a bottle of Imodium and then just go ham wild.
He do. He also was doing fucking, like, what's it called, agave or some shit?
No, kava.
Kava bar.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
if you're gonna
dude.
Come on, get you some kratom if you're gonna go that route.
Kratom never did anything for me.
Well,
Made me tired.
And I took a shit ton of it.
It got me really high.
I took some on the way to rehab.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, I was in detox and I was like, fuck it, dude. Like, you know.
I should have.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's my sobriety date, but whatever.
I didn't have that last high. I mean, I did, but it was just me smoking some weed.
He tried to bring some kratom in there. He had like a bunch of powdered kratom and shit.
How'd he get caught?
I mean, he just left it in there. If we put it on us, we would have never got caught. You know, but I guess they drug test for kratom and shit. Like, yeah, it's okay. I was like, I felt bad when I was taking it. I was like, I don't know if I should do it or not, but I was like, fuck it. I didn't have the willpower at that point. I didn't understand any of this shit.
All right, well, it's getting to about that time. We've been out here for 40 minutes.
Pissing out of cups. Yeah, right.
I don't know about you.
Yeah,
I like
right.
to do long ones. You know,
Yeah, well, I have
like
to edit
do ones
it.
that are like
Until you start editing it.
Look, man, we all have our demons. We all have goals and aspirations. So
But
just
here's what I have to do. I have to sit down for another 45 minutes
dumb.
and listen to it. I've already listened to it once.
Nick.
It's pretty profound, bro.
I'm gonna
You just
learn
blew
how to
my mind.
edit it, guys. I'm gonna learn how to edit the podcast, and then once I learn how to do it, I'm gonna also record. That's one thing that I do want to make sure. Period in life is that come to the table equally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 50-50. The last thing I ever want in any type of thing is to feel like someone's being used or something. That's super.
No, it's
important.
just I know that I'm between me and you. I don't know about you, but I'm the only one that knows how to do it.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just need to sit down and do shit. That's always been my thing. I'm getting nervous to do stuff.
You have a computer, right?
You weren't.
Yeah, I mean downstairs, yeah, but it's like a shit.
You bossed the grill this morning. You didn't seem nervous at all.
Because I've done it so much.
This man was grilling at 7:55 this morning.
Yeah, steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs.
Yeah,
I
'cause
told
I did a
I
lot.
told you about my Vegas story.
What happened?
Well, I walked around the strip that night, determined to get laid, as the kids call it. And my pickup line was, I would go up to these girls and say, do you want to grab steak and eggs with me? I mean, I figured I wouldn't have to threaten them with a good time, but, I had to threaten them with a good time of steak and eggs, and then it ended with the white devil. Yeah.
White devil.
Should I elaborate on that, or?
I'm assuming the white devil is cocaine.
No.
It's your dick.
Hey, yeah, so
You are the white devil.
I am the white devil.
You are the white devil.
El Diablo Blanco.
Diablo Blanco.
Yeah.
Dude, that's an amazing name. Diablo Blanco.
Yeah. Remember, it looked like a murder scene in the
Oh.
room. Oh yeah, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like one of the scenes from The Godfather when he puts the fucking horse in the bed.
Yeah.
Blood everywhere.
And blood everywhere. It was a mess. And yeah, she enlightened me with her period.
She enlightened you with her menstrual cycle.
She
which
did.
Is also good karma,
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Or it could have been the fact that you're the white devil.
I am the white devil.
But I don't think you're the white devil. I think you're the white angel. And I like to call myself
DC Bakelicious.
DC Bakelicious.
Yeah.
I just did that one day, and I don't know why the fuck, I'm DC Bakelicious,
DC Bakelicious.
Bakelicious. Damn.
The brother of Juicy J himself.
Brother of Juicy J himself,
Yeah.
The one and the only. You guys might have seen him, you might not have. Sometimes he disappears, sometimes he reappears. He's in a quantum state, as far as I know.
Purgatory.
Purgatory, he exists in 2 states.
Yeah.
Jekyll
Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll and
He's
Hyde.
a maniac.
You never know. But guys, I think Stem's ready to edit this.
I am.
He's ready to edit this, and Casey, aka the White Devil,
Casper the Hippie.
Casper the Hippie. Guys, we don't like to break anonymity, but occasionally we do, so we have to get consent. Casey, do you consent?
Yeah.
All right.
If you were to say no, that means that I would have to bleep it out twice.
I know.
Because you
Whatever.
said, Casey, do you consent? So then I would have had
That's three times.
I would have had to. Man, I'm
Guys,
just making
not
this
comfortable
job
with
harder for
breaking my
myself.
anonymity.
I'm just making this
Well,
job even harder for
first
myself.
names are all right, just not last names. No one knows who we are.
No one knows my first names.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Nicks. There's a lot of.
DC Bakelicious.
DC Bakelicious.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's only one Casper the Hippie.
Casper the Hippie.
Only one.
Yeah.
But
All right.
it's real, guys. It's been real, guys. XOXOXO. DC Bakelicious out.
All right.
Hank, can you give us an outro real quick?
Oh, I don't know about goodbye, but I'll give you you know, the.
Do it.
Oh, God, no, Bobby.
All right, man. Just for today.